other than the usual routes of protection like condoms, what are the other forms of protections that can keep you safe?
Yes, it depends on each country what is available. Of course, condoms are the most known form of protective measures. Using enough lubrication with sex decreases the amount of tears or wounds or risks. A lot of countries offer vaccinations, for example, to vaccinations for infections that could be sexually transmittable, such as hepatitis B. Then there might be possibilities to get free STD checks, where you can get tested for chlamydia, gonorrhea, hepatitis, or HIV. And with those free tests, you at least get the security of like, okay, what I've done so far, did I get an STI? Do I need treatment for an STI? So that makes you safer. In some countries, we now have the availability of PrEP. PrEP is short for pre-exposure prophylaxis, and that is a pill that you can take to prevent getting HIV. So that is something that is growing a lot, where there's a lot of attention, because of course HIV nowadays has very good treatment for HIV, but we still know that we can't cure HIV. With the good treatment, people can grow old, and it's known as a chronic disease, but a lot of times people still suffer the stigma of HIV and all the hospital visits and what happens if you don't have access to your medication. So preventing HIV is a big new development in the past 5 years, so to say. So those are, I think, the most important ones. And especially when the availability is limited, then the use of condoms, the use of good lubrication, and trying to get tested somewhere on a basis as much as is possible. And another thing that is good to know, that if people have HIV and they are on treatment, it's nowadays, with the treatment that exists, it is almost impossible to transmit once you're on treatment. So the only moment that people can infect someone with HIV is when they're not on treatment for HIV. And that's why it's important to get tested, because if you get tested and you find out that you, for example, have HIV, then you can get on treatment, and it's not nice to have a daily tablet, but you have a chronic condition and you know you won't infect someone else. And if you don't have HIV, it also prevents the spread, because you can disclose, I've got myself tested. So those are the more important ones. And if PrEP is available, I think for a lot of people that can be a good measure to protect themselves, especially if they're in circumstances where they can't always safely make the decisions that are best for themselves.
Yeah, I'd like to add some things here, especially India-specific context. So in India, as you said, there are vaccinations available for hepatitis B. It would cost around 100 rupees per shot. You can go to any hospital, talk to the doctor, tell them that you need hepatitis B vaccination, and it will cost you 100 rupees per shot, which is like €1. And for testing, you can go to, there's something called a CCC in every locality, and there you get free STD testing. And the STDs tested there are HIV, syphilis, and Hep B, hepatitis B. So 3 STIs tested for free. And there is also HPV vaccinations available in India, but they're not free. They're a bit more expensive. There is a 4-variant one which will cost around 4,500 rupees, and there is a 9-variant. HPV has a lot of variants, and each variant causes a different kind of disease. So yeah, there is a 9-variant one which will cost quite a lot more, which is like 11 to 13,000 rupees, I guess. And about PrEP, PrEP is also available for affordable price in India, and with certain organizations like I know Color Positive and some other organizations. We'll put the numbers and contacts below in this video, and it will cost around 400 to 700 rupees a month for PrEP.